Hi guys, quick note from editor Alexis. I was trying a new format to use my phone camera as my Zoom camera so that when I have guests, the quality's better. On my computer it looked fine, but it seems like when I downloaded the videos from the Zoom call for these, it compressed it in a weird way. So just know that the quality moving forward after like the first 3 episodes of my comeback will be back to normal. This was a test, and it just didn't work that well. So I apologize in advance.
Hi, guys. Well, welcome back to another episode of Just Like You. It feels so fun to use that name again. I love it. I wanted to talk a little bit today about something I wrote about on my Substack, actually, and it's about the feeling of grieving an old version of self. As I'm sure you guys know, I have experienced this many, many times, but a lot of people think that it means that they're broken when there's old versions of themselves that they miss, that maybe were a little bit bubblier or more outgoing or funnier than what they are now. And I mean, I get it because I used to be that way too. I feel like, I mean, I'm a Leo rising. I feel like I've always kind of been a lot, which I'm owning. I love that I'm a lot. But there were moments for sure where I felt forced, or like I had to wear a mask to be the center of attention and to be the funny one, or kind of to give myself a persona before other people could judge me on something, if that makes sense. Like I told them who I was in a way that I wanted them to see me before they were able to make their own assessments, because that was a way of protecting myself and keeping myself from being judged. And I think a lot of people go through the same things where there was a point in their life where like they were just super happy and bubbly and outgoing and whatever all the time. And now they're not. Now they're a little bit more mellow, or now they've gone a little bit more inwards, or now they only feel that way sometimes. And like obviously, yeah, some people are depressed or they're going through shit. Like I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like if you're happy in your day-to-day life, if you're feeling content, like if you're good and your personality is just different than it used to be, and you feel like you're missing that old version of you, or you feel like you're broken or that something's wrong because you're not like that anymore, I am here to tell you that is not true. Because what's actually happening is exactly what I said before of you were wearing a mask, you were projecting. As we are going through life, we are taught that we have to be certain ways. We have to act certain ways. We have to fit in certain boxes, look a certain way, be a certain way. And when we are in situations where we don't feel 100% safe, that's when those masks come out and we become the thing we think we have to. So, for example, sometimes the class clown was actually just someone who was very insecure and wanted to make sure that people liked them. Someone who's funny is someone that is always liked by people. It is a persona that is very well known and very well liked. So stepping into that to secure that people will like you is a very easy thing to do. Not everyone's funny, so actually maybe it's not that easy, but I think you understand where I'm going with this. And as we get older, as we mature, as we realize who gives a fuck what other people think of us, I want to be me, as we go through our healing journeys and our shadow work, where we learn our self-worth and we step back into who we are and we don't feel like we have to wear a mask anymore, those masks and those projections that we have naturally fade away. And if you guys don't know how to do this, I do have a guided meditation on Insight Timer. And then when you're out living your life, you no longer act the same ways that you did before because you're not wearing a mask, you're not projecting. And maybe that means you're a little bit quieter. Maybe that means that you actually like reading and you're not embarrassed to be like, yeah, I'm going to read instead of like sitting and scrolling on your phone. Like your whole persona can change. And that doesn't mean the version of you before was wrong. It was who you needed to be in those moments. But it also doesn't mean the version that you are now is wrong or broken. And the thing that's really cool about this actually is that when you do have those moments where you're super bubbly, happy, playful, whatever, that's actually you seeing the world through your inner child. It's an authentic form of you showing that side of yourself. And it typically will only come out in situations that really, truly light you up, or with people who make you feel so safe that you can be vulnerable to show that side. Because when we're children, we are very vulnerable. And growing up, we hide and shame a lot of the things that we liked when we were children. And being safe to, or feeling safe to kind of act that way again, to feel that way and express that sides of ourselves, you can only really do that with people who you do truly feel safe with. And it's such a calming feeling for your nervous system to be like, oh my God, I can live in this excitement again. I can live through my inner child again. I can be just presence in this moment and like take everything as it is. So that's kind of my little riff on that. I think with this new formatting that I'm going to be doing, not every episode is going to be a long episode. Sometimes it's just riffs from my head. This is a voice note I would send a friend, you know? So I think that that's probably going to be what majority of them are. Hopefully you guys like it. If you guys have any questions or things you want to learn about, let me know. If I have experience with it or if I have a channeled insight, I will share it. If not, I'm not going to research and regurgitate someone else's information because I'm not in coaching mode anymore. I am just your intuitive bestie, riffing and sharing voice notes on life. That is what I am. I am helping you understand yourself deeper. I am helping you learn it's safe to express and show you what full self-expression in this 3D world looks like. But I'm not here to coach you. I don't know why that just came out of this episode. I don't know if it really matches. Maybe it does because I'm talking about stepping into your authentic self and not putting yourself up in a box or masking or projecting. So maybe the universe is like, this is what needs to be heard at the end of this episode. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have anything you want to learn about or you want my insight on, maybe that's a better way to phrase it. If you guys have anything you want my insight on, let me know in the comments below. DM me on Instagram at iam.alexischristine. TikTok is the exact same. Substack is the same, except I don't think there's a dot. And I'll do my best to channel and share and hopefully give you some information that is helpful. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you next time, coming from someone just like you.